Yeah, you will for the win.
That was textbook.
Doink. That was awesome.
Remember when Call of Duty was fun, especially Black Ops 2? I do. I remember because I lived it. And from what I'm seeing with today's games, generally speaking, Black Ops 6 specifically, I wasn't really all that impressed. And so I made the decision to return the game and get a refund. I think giving things a try and seeing if it works out, I think that's great. But I think the closest that we're going to get to Black Ops 2 was with Cold War. Sad to say, but I really don't know how much more they could work on Black Ops 6 to make it to where it was like BO2. I think that was just its own game in a different era that was just a great game. And I think looking back on gameplays like this, where you don't have a cooldown on your score streaks, you can cycle your streaks. This is what, to me, made Call of Duty fun. I know some would say, well, what about score streak spam? Yeah, but it wasn't really a problem in this era. The way that the game was generally played. Maybe today it would be a bit more of a problem. I think you have to make some adjustments, but I think you could still do it. I think one of the main reasons why players quit Call of Duty, or at least they quit out of games, or they don't really buy the game anymore, like the next titles anymore, is because a lot of these score streaks that are the high-end streak, like your gunship and stuff like that, they just shake the map. They just make extra sounds and effects that they really don't need to. Like, I want to go back to old school score streaks. And I'm talking, the Lodestar instead of the gunship. I'm talking about, back in the day, the AC-130, etc., right? Like, why can't we get back to those kind of streaks? So, I wanted to kind of go back in time a bit, not literally, but go back in time. And this was one of my, surviving nuclear gameplays from this era. And, looking back on it, this game, it had it all, really. It wasn't perfect, but for Call of Duty, it kind of set the standard, at least for a Black Ops game. I just going through here and trying to get the nuclear. At that time, I wasn't like with how I was getting nuclears in Cold War. You fast forward, a number of years, but I had the same mentality back then, or very similar. I just wasn't as proficient as in getting the nukes, but this gameplay was pretty nice. So at the end, we're going to see the stat line here. All in all, my favorite Call of Duty was and will always be Black Ops 2. And then a close second in terms of Black Ops for me would be Cold War. Let me know in the comments below which Call of Duties are your favorite, or past Call of Duties, etc. Hopefully, to those that are playing Black Ops 6 and liking it, that's good. I'm glad. Good for you. That's great. I couldn't do it anymore, and it was actually causing me some health concerns. So I had to step away and refund the game. Long story short, that's the premise of the video. It just, when you start having trouble, like going upstairs and things like that, and you're getting a constant headache, like a migraine, just from 2 days, a couple hours of playing, it's not worth it. And I think it's just time to let it go. So I wanted to do this video for me, but I know there's a lot of players out there that are going through a similar thing, so I think it matters. Now, I will say this about Black Ops 6. I will give them credit, at least from what I saw in the beta, with regard to some of the settings that you can choose from. For example, to lessen the tinnitus, the sound that can kind of aggravate it. From experience, because I deal with that myself, it seemed to help a little bit. So at least there's that. So I thought that was positive. It's not really like anything to do with the gameplay. That's more just like a setting, which I think that's good. But we really need to see more from them with regard to like the visual. So for example, on the map Rewind, I was actually very concerned when playing that map. I was only able to play it once, and I had to stop my live stream because I was starting to get disoriented. So there's this SWAT vehicle with the flashing police lights, like the red and blue. I was getting disoriented to where I couldn't even focus on the map anymore. So once it gets to that point, I think it's like a GG. Like, I think it's just like you just gotta stop playing. I wasn't sure with how disoriented I felt and everything. I mean, I felt like I just wasn't in the game anymore. And you can see throughout this Black Ops 2 gameplay, I really didn't have many issues that I could remember with this game back then. That would be my caution is as we move forward. I just don't think we really need tac sprint in the game. And I don't think anyone, especially in Cold War, I don't really think too many people asked for it. It's just sad that it seems like some mechanics are brought in that with the feedback we gave years ago, something that a lot of us were saying at the time, we need balanced again with the SBMM and stuff like that, not crazy fast movements and jumping and sweating, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so that'll probably wrap things up here. But thanks everyone so much. I do appreciate your support. Feel free to like and subscribe, and later we'll be live streaming some RPG Maker MZ part 2 gameplay of a game that I am working on right now. So that'd be great to see all of you there, and we will catch you on the next video hopefully soon here. So thanks everybody, and peace.